Attention duelists! Today is Labor Day, which means we are just going to be having a perfectly normal watch and learn. Let's see if there's anything funny going on in these that I want to look at. This guy's got a rescue cat and a baboon, so I want to know what he's trying to do. Hope y'all been doing good. Hope your Labor Day will be work-free. I hope all the workforces unionize. We got Galaxy versus something. Sets 2, summons Melfi Puppy, pass. Draws another draws Photon Orbital, summons Photon Orbital, Peltby's effect will activate, tagging itself out for Wally. Max C will fire off in response, specials out a Photon Advancer. Wally will then tag out for Melfi Rabbit and Melfi Caddy. Draws one for Max C. Orbital uses its effect, attaching itself to Advancer. Then gets rid of itself to add Vanisher. Specials out Vanisher. Caddy's effect will chain to Vanishers on summon. Caddy will bounce itself, add Cat. Vanisher will add Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Then Vanisher and Advancer are going to overlay. Make Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. Opponent activates Solemn Judgment. Goodbye, Starliege. Galaxy player sets 1. Very sad. Passes. Melfi player, bunch of cards in hand. Activates Closed Forest. Weird. Summons Rescue Cat, uses its effects, attributing itself, summons out 2 Nimble Momongas. Sorry, a Nimble Momonga and a Nimble Otter. All of his monsters will then overlay for Melfi Mommy. Melfi will attach a card from hand to itself, swing direct, and pass. During the end phase, Melfi Caddy will summon itself, Melfi Puppy will summon itself, and Melfi Wally will summon itself. Draws Galactic Spiral. Sets 1, attempts to pass. During the end phase, Melfi Mommy will attach a card from hand to itself. Interesting. Melfi Mommy will attach another card from hand to itself. Then all 3 of his back row Melfis will overlay for Joyous Melfis. Joyous Melfis will detach a unit, letting all of his Melfis attack directly, which they do. This is a weird game. Galaxy's at 3,500. Draws Mirror Force. Sets 1, summons Orbital 7. Joyous Melfis will use its effect, bouncing Melfi Mommy, summon a bunch of level 2s, flips up his Orbital 7, which gets a You Got It boss counter. Tributes itself to add Photon Advancer. Other Orbital 7 will tribute itself, add Photon Vanisher to hand. Ends turn. Really leading with the chest here. Also, I said Nimble Otter before. That's another card. That's Tree Otter. 2 of his monsters will overlay for another Joyous Melfi. And then the Momonga and the Otter are going to overlay for Melfi Mommy. Joyous Melfi will detach a unit. Swings with the big one. Activates Mirror Force. The Force has mirrored the Melfis away. Back to Duelist A. Draws Photon Sanctuary. Activates it, getting 2 Photon tokens. Tributes them both for Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon will special summon itself. Overlay with Galaxy Eyes Photon. Make number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime. Specials out Advance. Then specials out Vanisher. Adds another Galaxy Eyes Photon hand. Advancer and Vanisher are going to overlay, making a Starliege Lord Galaxion. Galaxion will detach a unit, summon the Galaxy Eyes in his hand, flips up, or activates Galaxy Expedition for another Afterglow. Number 62 will then overlay into Full Armor. Full Armor will detach a unit, pop the field spell. That's the wrong choice. Gonna hit the back row. But it doesn't matter, the back row was nothing. Full Armor swings for game. That was a weird one. Not quite sure what any of those goons were trying to do. This guy might be playing Black Luster. My god, he is. Opponent sets a card and passes. Duel Stay draws. Sets one and passes. Opponent summons Black Metal Dragon. Opponent Duelist A will respond with Beginning of Heaven and Earth, revealing 3 warrior types. Hang on, what the hell did that actually do? Opponent randomly picks one. If they picked a Black Luster Soldier monster or a Gaia, the Fierce Night monster, add to your hand or send the rest to the graveyard. There was a Black Luster Soldier amongst those. Alright, so I sent away 3. Black Metal will be linked away for Striker. Black Metal's effect will add Red Eye's Darkness Metal. Banishes Striker to summon the Darkness Metal. Darkness Metal let him summon out Black Flare. Swings with both of his big dragons and passes. Sets 1, banishes a Light and a Dark to summon BLS, Envoy of Beginning. Beginning Knight's effect will activate. Let them add a ritual spell card. Evening Twilight will activate, adding a ritual monster. There's Super Soldier, and there's Super Soldier Ritual. Activates the Super Ritual, getting rid of the Envoy of Evening Twilight to summon the Super Soldier. All right, let's see what we got to clock about this. Nothing on that. All right, it's got Flame Wingman effect. BLS uses its effect, getting rid of the flare. Swings, and the opponent activates a Mirror Force. I'd be super embarrassed if I were them. Yeah, if he would have summoned Black Luster Soldier Legendary Swordsman, he would have prevented his opponent from activating Mirror Force, and he could have gone for game. But no, you wanted to hold on to it. Finishes Light in the Dark for CED. Opponent's turn uses Darkness Metal's effect. Summons Starry Night, Starry Dragon. Starry Knight's effect, popping the CED. Move right to battle. Swing with Starry and Darkness for game. Black Luster Soldier could have won that, but you didn't play your boss monster. Shameful. I don't want to actually watch tryout duels. We have Naturia in this one with more red eyes. Oh, good. It's Kashtira. Opponent activates Maxi immediately. Black Meteor Dragon effect, sending away red eyes, summoning itself. Activates Kashtira Birth. Birth summon Unicorn. Adds another Birth. Rise Heart effect, summon self. Set itself to 7 by sending away Fenrir. Rise Heart and Meteor will overlay. Make Flare Metal. Birth effect, summon back Fenrir. 1 second. I'm back. Fenrir effect. Flare Metal effect, attaching a unit. Summon back the red eyes. Red Eyes and Unicorn overlay. Is this another Flare Metal? Nope. Shangri-Ira. Fed Max C pretty good. Let's see what comes of it. Shangri-Ira effect. Another Max C firing off. To be expected. Flare Metal do a bit of burn. Shangri-Ira summon another Unicorn. Foolish Burial Goods, sending away Naturia Tree. Get burned. Sacred Tree effect. Birth will activate to banish some cards. Sacred Tree adds Camellia. Flare Metal effect. Shangri-Ira effect. Block a zone. Uses the effect of Vernal Sylph of the Flourishing Hills, pitching itself and Mole Cricket. Adding Misty Seedling. And then summoning the Mole. More burn. Unicorn effect. Banishing Zeus. Shangri-Ira, block another zone. Misty Seedling, pitch itself and Camellia, add Mudora. Summon Camellia. More burn. Camellia effect, Fenrir will chain, targeting Camellia. Banish. Milled. A Sacred Tree with Camellia. Burn for more. Ira will block another zone. Mole Cricket will tag out, I assuming to fill that zone before Shangri-Ira can block it. Summons another Camellia and... oh, Vayne. Sacred Tree will add Naturia Blessing. More burn. Uses Mudora's effect, pitching Kelbeck, summoning itself. Setting Gravekeeper's Trap active. Kelbeck effect. Trap effect, pitching Sacred Tree. Adds Avera. More burn. Kelbeck effect, both players mill. Sacred Tree's effect will then add another Naturia Blessing. More burn. Tributes 2 for Vera. Vera effect. Stealing the Flare Metal. Then linking away for Nightmare Phoenix. Activate Naturia Blessing. Summon back Camellia. Activate another Blessing. Summon Mole Cricket from hand. Link away 5 monsters, including Shangri-Ira for Underworld Goddess. Move to battle. Goddess swing over Fenrir. Set 2 cards during main phase 2 and pass. It's a little dicey for him. They called Kestir Fenrir with their Gravekeeper's Trap, not knowing it's already in hand. During main phase 1, Black Meteor Dragon in the Grave will activate, banishing itself. Add Red Eye's Fusion to hand. Birth will let him summon Fenrir. Camellia's effect will activate, summon Vayne. Fenrir effect, targeting the goddess. Called by, targeting the Fenrir already in the grave to stop the one on board. Smart. Kestir Birth effect, target Mole Cricket, Mudora, and Kelbeck. Mudora will chain, banish itself. Target 3, Mole Cricket, Tree, and Blessing. Those will all go back. Birth does still hit Kelbeck. Unicorn will then get rid of Baron de Fleur. Moves the monster to attack mode. Fenrir effect, negated. Use Birth effect again. Underworld Goddess effect. Monster attempt to be summoned from the grave will be stopped. His 2 Kestirs will make a Verte. Mole Cricket in the grave will summon itself. Verte effect now, sending away Red Eye's Fusion. Fusing Red Eyes with Black Meteor for Black Comet. He is 100 off. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He's not. I forgot. Using the Black Comet effect, sending away Red Eyes to deal 1,200. And with what he has on board, he could go for lethal. Sets Return of Red Eyes, swings at Camellia, still gets game. I don't approve of the Kashtira, but I like to see Red Eyes doing something. Even if it is a byproduct. This guy has Gears Assume, Mathmech, and Judgment Dragon, so I want to know what he's thinking. Hey, more Kashtira, no fun allowed. And Ground Collapse, you're degenerate. Maxi off rip. Summons Redbeard. Alright, I'm deeply worried about this man. Player draws Ogre. Kashtira is going to win this, by the way. Summons Unicorn. Unicorn add Birth. Activate Birth. Birth effect for Fenrir. Fenrir effect add Rise Heart. Those two will make Shangri-Ira. Rise Heart effect. Summon Self. Send away an Ogre, modify level. Banish some of the opponent's cards. Hero will block his own. Birth will resummon Ogre. Ogre effect, add Preparation. Moves to battle. Rise Heart swings over Redbeard. Ogre goes direct. Its effect, banishing a card. Shangri-Ira, block his own. Main phase 2, Rise Heart and Ogre make number 89, Diabolosis. Diabolosis effect, get rid of Geomathmech Final Sigma. Shangri-Ira, block another zone. Diabolosis, banish more. Trigger Era again, blocking a spell trap zone. Ground Collapse, blocking the 2 remaining monster zones. Set 2 back row cards and pass. Gross. Shangri-Ira will summon a unicorn from deck. Activates different dimension ground. Dual speed full passes, probably because they have nothing they can do. Shangri-Ira, summon Fenrir. Fenrir effect, add Rise Heart. Fenrir and Unicorn overlay. Make another Shangri-Ira. This is disgusting. Rise Heart effect, summon Self. Send away a Unicorn, banish. Diabolosis effect, cards were banished. Shangri-Ira will chain. Shangri-Ira will also chain. I get that if Shangri-Ira was a hard once per turn, it would be a nothing card with just 3,000 defense points. But they have to know making it unlimited lets this happen, where the opponent literally could only play a field spell, and this sucks. Attack to the monsters, dual speed at 0. Not 0, 400. Use the bear's effect, pitching itself in Moye. This is just nonsense. The opponent just has cards from random archetypes thrown together. This is nothing. Dear God, he won't even just end it. Diabolosis effect, getting rid of Star Eater. Swing with Rise Heart, game. Kashtira bad. Kashtira bad for meta. At the least you could do is put Shangri-Ira at 1. That was gross. Well, neither of these two are saying what they're doing. Let's look at what they're doing. Cry Brigade. I haven't seen one of you in a while. Opponent summons Sky Striker Ace Rose. Maxi in response. Does start feeding it. Rose links off into Shizuku. Ends his turn. Shizuku will add Mobilize Engage during the end phase. Duelist A draws Nerval. Use Fractale's effect, pitching itself, sending away Kit. Kit's effect, send away Nerval. Nerval effect, add Karas. Summons a Beaver. Beaver summon Beaver, special out Sprite Carrot. Both Beavers will overlay into Gigantic Sprite. Gigantic Sprite effect, detaching unit, summon Blue. Blue's effect, add Jet. Special out Jet. Jet add Sprite Starter. Gigantic and Blue link together for Sprite Elf. Karas effect, pitching Nerval, summon itself. Karas will then banish 2. Summon Ancient Warriors, Double Dragon. Elf will summon back Kit. Double Dragon will pitch Psyframe Driver. Get rid of the Shizuku. Both his Tri-Brigades will turn into number 29 Mannequin Cat. That's a card. Swings with the cat. Swings with the elf. Double Dragon. Jet. And Carrot. Then activate Sprite Starter. Summoning Red, still in the battle phase. Game. Unconventional, but I don't hate it. And now, let's look at the nonsense these freaks are up to. We don't know what's coming down the road. All you know is that I'll be here, telling you about how gross it is. Punk. Opponent activates Misty Seedling, pitching itself in Kelbeck. Ash Blossom in response. Smart. But might not be enough to stop everything. Kelbeck effect will activate, both players mill. Summons Naturia Camellia, sends away Sacred Tree. Sacred Tree will add Naturia Blessing. Sets 2 and pass. Draws O-Lion. Moves to battle. Moves to main phase 2. Sets a card and passes. Not even going to try. Weird. Player summons Awakening Vernal Sylph. That and Camellia will overlay for Gallant Granite. Gallant Granite will detach a unit. Add Barrier Statue of Drought. Use Naturia Blessing. Called by will activate, targeting Camellia. The only Naturia. Blessing whiffs, moves to battle. Gallant Granite swings direct. Passes, not making a Zeus. Duelist A draws Kashtira Unicorn. Summons it. Unicorn attempt to use its effect. Hit by Imperm. Love to see it. Battle phase, Unicorn will swing, but Forbidden Droplet will reduce its attack stat, pitching Barrier Statue of Drought. Unicorn go bye-bye. Duelist A will set O-Lion and pass. Player summons Mole Cricket. Mole Cricket will tribute itself, summon Camellia. Camellia will send away Sunflower. Gallant Grant will swing over the O-Lion. O-Lion's effect summons an O token. Camellia then swings over that token. Passes to Duelist A. Draws Foxy Tune. Activates Jam Session. Uses Foxy Tune effect. Pitching itself and Lava Golem. Summons Zayaman. Camellia will summon Sunflower. Jam Session will get rid of Foxy Tune, banishing it. Summon Deer Note. Deer Note and Zayaman will sync together. Make Jam Dragon Drive. Jam Dragon effect. Deer Note chain, targeting Zayaman. Zayaman effect. Pay 600. Pump up the Dragon Drive. Deer Note is summoned. Jam Dragon will add Madam Spider. Jam Session will let him draw a card. Summons Madam Spider. Zayaman swings over Sunflower. Dragon Drive, swing over Gallant Granite. Main phase 2, Zayaman pays 600, add Shirakusai. Jam Session lets him draw. Madam Spider pays 600, chains an E-Telly. E-Telly summons Shirakusai. Madam Spider will add... Oh, she has an animation now. We'll add Nashiwari Surprise. Sends away Zayaman and Shirakusai for IP. Opponent will activate Mole Cricket's effect on IP Summon, Maxi to Chain. Mole Cricket hits the board. Player will set 1 and pass. Naturia could come back from this. Use the effect of Magical Hound, targeting the field spell. Nashiwari Surprise will activate, targeting Camellia. Mole Cricket effect will activate. Camellia's effect will activate, letting them mill cards instead of tributing. IP will chain. IP and Madam Spider will link together, making Nightmare Unicorn. Mole Cricket summon 2 more Mole Crickets. Nashiwari Surprise gets rid of Camellia. Magical Hound will bounce the Jam Session, and Hound is summoned. Unicorn's effect, pitching card from hand to spin the puppy. 2 Mole Crickets will make Verte Anaconda. We go on DPE. Verte effect, making Jam Dragon Drive Dark type, and then sending away Super Poly. Using Verte and Jam Dragon into Venom Dragon. Venom Dragon will gain attack points equal to Unicorn's attack points. Swings at the Unicorn. Duelist A at 50. Draws Foxy Tune. Activates the Jam Session. Banishing Nashiwari Surprise. Summoning Foxy Tune. Swings himself into the Venom Dragon. Game. Was a little worried for Naturia there for a hot second, but they pulled it off. Sky Striker. Upstart Goblin. Summons Ray, links Ray off for Shizuku. Sets 1, activates Mecha Module's multi-roll. During the end phase, Shizuku will add Engage. Pass to Duel Stay. Duel Stay activates E-Telly. Summoning Madam Spider. Deer Note effect, reveal while gone. Pitch itself to summon Wagon. Wagon will add Jam Extreme Session. Activate the Jam Session. Madam Spider effect, add Nashiwari Surprise. Gets to draw a card. Gets Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune will send itself away. And Nibiru summon Shirakusai. Shirakusai effect to do a fusion summon, making Rising Carp. Jam Session, draw a card. Rising Carp effect, tribute itself. Summon Zealman and Deer Note from deck, add Foxy Tune. Jam Session. Banish Wagon, summon Foxy Tune. Zealman and Deer Note on board will then sync together. Make Adamancipator Risen Dragite. Zealman effect. Deer Note effect, targeting Rising Carp. Rising Carp resummoned. Zealman effect, buffing Foxy Tune. Shirakusai and Rising Carp will then sync together. Make Pep. Pep, 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 pep. Rising Carp effect, targeting Foxy Tune. Risen Dragite effect. No hits. At the start of the battle phase, Pep will use its effect, buffing up its attack points based on difference in life points. Shizuku is destroyed, tagging out for Ray. Ray will then attempt to use her effect to tribute to Link Summon, but a called by will say no. Battle phase will continue. Risen Dragite going direct, and Foxy Tune with the follow-up. End game. Punk beat Sky Striker. Another Punk. Seen a lot of these back to back to back. Summon Wagon. Wagon add Jam Session. Activate the Jam. Use Ogre Dance, pitching itself, adding Zealman. Deer Note effect, revealing Shirakusai. Summon self, pitch Shirakusai. Wagon and Deer Note sync together. Make Dragon Drive. Dragon Drive effect. Deer Note effect, targeting Ogre Dance. Ogre Dance is resummoned. Dragon Drive will add Madam Spider. Jam Session, add a card. It's Rise Heart. It's got gross. Jam Session, banish Deer Note, summon Madam Spider. Add Dangerous Gabu. Gets to draw a card, which is E-Telly, activates it. Summon Zealman. Zealman effect, pay 600, add Foxy Tune. Dragon Drive and Madam Spider sync together. Pep. Sets 1. During the end phase, E-Telly gets rid of Zealman. Opponent activates Foxy Tune. Summon Zealman. What did they just discard? Oh, Trick Clown. Nice. Zealman effect, pay 600, add Deer Note. Trick Clown tributed for Deer Note. Those two will then sync together. Make Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical. Chaos Ruler effect. Deer Note effect. Dangerous Gabu effect, targeting Chaos Ruler. Super Poly activated. Did he just discard Denier? Super Poly will fuse Chaos Ruler with Ogre Dance. That's 2 darts. Make Venom Fusion. Gabu whiffs. Deer Note, summon back Foxy Tune. Chaos Ruler, do its excavation. Saranir, Thunder Dragon Dark, Diviner. Adds Bestial Saranir. Send the rest away. Venom Dragon effect. Dragon Drive effect. Keldo effect. On resolution, Keldo will return a bunch of cards to the decks. Dragon Drive whiffs. Venom Dragon will gain attack points. Saronir effect, banishing Dragon Dark. Summoning itself, Dragon Dark was banished, which will add Thunder Dragon Hawk. Dragon Hawk effect, pitching itself. Summon back Dragon Dark. Venom and Foxy Toon will then overlay to make the Zombie Vampire. Zombie Vampire effect, detach a unit, both players mill. Summons Thunder Dragon Roar. And then turns his Dragon Dark into Thunder Dragon Colossus. Zombie and Saronir will then link together. Make Dark the Dark Charmer. Saronir's effect, send away Bestial Lubellion. Dark will target the opponent's Ogre Dance, summon it to their field. Chaos Rule will banish a Light and Dark, summon itself back. Then we'll tribute it to summon the Bestial Lubellion. Bestial Lubellion's effect, placing Branded Beast face up, banishes Chaos Space. Put Chaos Ruler back in. Tribute Lubellion in order to summon Leviner. Branded Beast effect, tributed Lubellion, targeting Pep. Banish a bunch of Lights and Darks, then summon Leviner. I guess just firing off the destruction effect, knowing it wouldn't work. Unaffected. Leviner will summon back Diviner. Diviner will send away Kelbeck. Kelbeck will mill a bunch for both. Diviner and Thunder Dragon Roar will then link together, make IP. This guy's doing a lot for what I don't think is going to be a lot. Roar's effect, summon another Dragon Dark. There we go. 5 monsters, makes Underworld Goddess. And this is where it all comes to a head. Moving to battle phase, Dark the Dark Charmer will swing, Ogre Dance will swing, and Underworld Goddess for game. A Punk Thunder 60 card pile deck. It's just Punk. Dark World. Opponent activates Valence World, which activates the other one. Oh god, I have to look at names here. Sets Mad Marquis in the Pendulum Zone. Mad Marquis will summon itself forward. Rolls a die, which is 3. Hey, what you doing with that Fossil Dyna? Adds Scion the Valence Archer. Puts him in the Pendulum Scale. Scion will move himself forward. Mad Marquis and Scion will then link together for Heavy Metal Foe's Electromite. Electromite effect. Put Shinonome on top of the Pendulum deck. Summon the Valence. Sorry. Put the Valence Ninja in the Pendulum Scale. Electromite will then pop the Valence Ninja, which goes to the Pendulum deck. Shinonome is added to hand. Electromite's effect. Add a Shinonome. Puts her in the Pendulum Zone. Moves her forward. Shinonome will add Valence Awakening. Activate Awakening, which puts Voltage Viscount in the Pendulum Scale. Slides himself forward. Puts Valence Ninja forward into the Spell Trap Zone, which then will use the effect of Shinra Bansho to summon him forward. He will then tag out for Valence Genesis Grand Duke. Valence Awakening, not Awakening. Effect will activate, banishing itself. Target Shinonome, slides her over a space. She was slid, which will let him add Buster Baron. Grand Duke and Electromite will then link together for Beyond the Pendulum. Beyond the Pendulum effect, paying 1200, add Duelist Extraordinaire. Puts him in the Pendulum Scale. Puts Buster Baron in the other scale. Then Pendulum summons between scale 1 and 8. Summons Scion and Nizuki. Scion and the Voltage Viscount will then make Gallant Granite. Doing a lot. Gallant Granite, detaching a unit. Adding Fossil Dining Pachycephalo. Gross. Beyond the Pendulum and Nizuki will then link together for Selene. Selene effect, getting 4 counters. Removing 3, summon back Scion. Buster Baron will slide itself forward. Links together 4 monsters for Apobo. Summons Fossil Diny Pachycephalo, sets one, sets a new card in the field stone face down, and passes. Player uses Genta's effect. Apo say no. Activates another Genta effect. Apo say no again. Activates Dark World Dealings. Ash Blossom off rip to say no. Dark World might have a chance. Summons Snow. Snow swings at Apo. Duelist Extraordinaire will bounce itself. Apo is not destroyed. I would have swung up Pachycephalo, but that's just me. Set Super Poly, which I can't play because Pachycephalo. Duels B uses Gallant Grant, detaching a material, adding Nibiru. Sets Duelist Extraordinaire in the scale. Activates Shinra Bancho, which replaces the opponent to have Koenig Wissen. Uses the effect of it to slide Snow down into the spell trap zone. Swings with all of their monsters. Duelist A's turn. Draws Chupacabra. Summons Chup. Attempts to use the effect of Koenig Wissen to slide Pachycephalo. Imperm will activate, targeting Chup. Pachycephalo is slid, but that's it. Passes it back to the Valence, which will re-summon Pachycephalo. Pops the opponent's set card, slides Chupa down, swings with their monsters for game. Valence wins. I'm going to say thanks to Pachycephalo. Dunlock is gross. What's this? Numerons. Gross. Opponent sets 3 and passes. Draws Planet Pathfinder. Summons a Pathfinder. Opponent activates. Hyper Blaze. Pathfinder loses its effect. Called by targeting the Pathfinder. Graveyard say no. Player sets Dark Hole. That's bait. Passes. Duelist B activates Cerulean Skyfire. And passes. Player draws Numeron Wall. Summons Pathfinder. Activates Dark Hole. Sure. Pathfinder go bye-bye. Numeron Wall. Tribute or discard itself. Set the network. Network, send away calling. Summon the 4 gates. Player uses IDP, summoning the Numeron Wall, which is tributed for Gameciel. They have doomed themselves. Gate 1 swings into Gameciel. Sorry, Gate 4, then Gate 3. Gate 2 swings over. And now Gate 1 with 8,000 goes direct for game. Numeron. Been annoying since day 1. The weather. Love those guys. Pitch D shifter off rip. Opponent does nothing in response. Activates Pot of Prospy. Finish 6. Look at those cards. Probably had snow forecast. Or cloud. Activates the weather forecast. Weather forecast lets them set snowy canvas. Use the free summon off forecast to summon Snow, who puts up thunder canvas. Snow's effect, snow canvas effect to tag out the snow painter. Then summoned the cloud painter. Sets 1 card, passes to the opponent. Activates rainbow canvas during the draw phase. Snow will resummon herself. Opponent activates feather duster. Tears streaming down my face. Cloud effect though. Putting 2 weather cards back up. Player summons Genus Loci. Snow will tag out for Thunder Painter. Genus Loci tags out for Sun Avalon Dryas. Dryas effect. Ash Blossom in response to say no. Opponent uses Rika's effect, tributing I need the names of these Rika cards. Mudon's effect, tributing the Dryas, summoning itself, adding Rika Konkon. Or Konkon. Uses 1/1. Hey, Respawn. Welcome to the video. Uses a 1/1, pitching Rika Princess, summoning another Genius Loci, links that away for Sun Avalon Dryas. Dryas effect. Add Sunvine Sowing. Activate the Sowing. Summon Sunseed Twin. Twin's effect. Targeting Genius Loci. Dryas effect. Dryas summon Healer. Loci summon back. Healer effect. Gain more life points. Need to have more than your opponent. Links away his link monsters for Aromaseraphie Jasmine. Sunseed Twin will then link away for the third Dryas. Genius Loci will link away for another Sunvine Healer. This is unnecessary steps. Healer gain more life points. Gain life points, so Aromaseraphie Jasmine will let him add Lily Borea. Lily Borea will summon itself, equipped with the twin from the graveyard. Send away the twin. Get Therian Disco Elysium. Disc Coliseum. I always get its name wrong. Adds Regulus off of the Disc Coliseum. Jasmine will tribute a tree. Add Lone Fire Blossom. Lone Fire Blossom tribute Lily Borea to summon another Mudon. Regulus will summon itself, equip itself with Lily Borea. Link monsters turn into Melius. Melius effect. Summon back a Genius Loci. Link together Sunseed and Sun Avalon for Bengalancer. Replace the Disc Coliseum with Rika Konkon. Konkon set Glamour. Activates the Glamour, pitching a Lone Fire Blossom to get Primula and Princess. Primula effect. Bengalancer will chain, targeting Thunder. Returns to the hand. Primula is summoned. Princess is then summoned. Primula and Princess will then overlay for Queen Strenna. Queen Strenna will detach Princess, target Lone Fire Blossom, add it back to hand. Use the effect of Snowdrop, tributing one of their Mudons to summon itself and Lone Fire. Modulate the levels. Then Lone Fire and Snowdrop will turn to Teardrop. Teardrop effect, attaching Lone Fire, tributing Strenna. Teardrop's effect, gain attack points, and Strenna's effect for being tributed. Summon another Teardrop. Attach Strenna to it. First Teardrop gains attack points, swings the Bengalancer at Cloud, uses the Thunder Canvas to bounce both, swings with all their monsters, and Sun Avalon Rika Pile wins. That Feather Duster off rip hurt. Not saying it won the game, but it hurt. All right. Some sort of Cybers. Activates Small World. Max C in response. Not using the Ash Blossom, so they're making moves. Reveals Valor. Adds Circular. Pitching Ash Blossom. That's right, they needed it. Circular effect. Send away Sigma. Summon Self. Imperm in response to the Circular. Sigma effect from the grave. Summon Self. Both Mamex. Going to overlay for Alimbertion. Alimbertion effect attached to another Imperm. Very sad. Alimbertion not happening. Player sets their own Imperm and passes. Duel Speed activates a Hero Lives, summoning Shadow Mist. Imperm effect on Shadow Mist. Red Reboot in response to the Imperm. Duel's B's got all the answers. Sets the Imperm, lets him set Super Factorial. Shadow Mist gets Mask Change. Summon Stratos. Stratos will add Malicious. Activate Polymerization, using Stratos with Increase, making Sunrise. Sunrise effect, add Miracle Fusion. Activate Miracle Fusion, using Stratos and Increase once more to make Escuridao. Move to battle. Shadow Mist will swing at Alimbertion. Sunrise will pop the Super Factorial they were just allowed to set. Escuridao will swing. Mask Change Chaining to swap out Shadow Mist for Dark Law. Escuridao gets a little bigger. Then Dark Law swings. And Sunrise for game. Hero with all the answers beats MathMech. All right. More Cybers. Player activates Call of the Mummy and Zombie World. Uses Call of the Mummy. Max C in response. Mummy will summon Vampire Froline. Summons Gozuki. Gozuki will send away the Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself then. Summon Doom King Ballardrock. Passes. Not bad. Opponent summons Fenrir. Fenrir effect. Ballardrock effect in response. Responsible thing to do. Ballardrock say negate. Fenrir effect, targeting Zombie World. Ballardrock will respond once more. Banishing Fenrir. Fenrir gets rid of Zombie World. Signet Mining, pitching Signet Coder, or Microcoder, adding Circular. Circular will send away Sigma, summon Self. Sigma effect, summon Self back from the graveyard. Circular effect, add Equation. Signet's in control here. Overlays this to MathMex for Alimbertion. Alimbertion detach Circular, add Diameter. Sorry, detach both, add Diameter. Diameter is special summoned, summoning back Circular. Diameter then links off for Almirage. Almirage and Alimbertion will then link together. Make Splash Mage. Parallel Exceed will summon itself to its own Splash Mage points to, and summon its twin. Splash Mage and one Exceed will then turn into Transcode Talker. Circular and Exceed will then link together. Make Update Jammer. Here comes the Pain Train. Mathematic Equation, summon back Diameter. All of his monsters will link together. Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. My first time seeing this in the wild. Requires 3 Cybers monsters. It's a link 5. 3 or more Cybers. Negate any monster effects activated by opponent during the battle phase. Quick effect. Send 1 Cybers monster from your deck or extract to the graveyard. And if you do, this card gains the attribute of the monster sent to the graveyard, and it gains 2,500 attack points. You can use this effect once per turn. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of different attributes it has. Oh, you don't lose your stats or attributes. Oh. Update Jammer's effect. Dark Fluid effect. Sending away Mathmech Nabla. And that means Dark Fluid has 3 attacks. He will swing. Fraulein effect will attempt to activate and is negated, paying 3,000 for nothing. Goodbye, Ballardrock. And there goes Gozuki. Yeah, that'll do it. Also, shame on Fenrir for making him use all of his Ballardrock effects for something that ultimately didn't matter, because they really didn't play test cash at all. I know I bitch about that a lot, and I always will. Summons Unicorn, summons Rise Heart, Unicorn effect, adding Birth. Rise Heart effect, sending away Fenrir, null some of the opponents. Banish some of the opponents, activates Birth. Summon back Fenrir from their own banish, adds Ogre. Birth effect, summon Ogre. Ogre and Rise Heart make Shangri-Ira. Nibiru in response. Big Rock, say bye-bye. Makes a big token. But I have faith that Duel Stay will get over it. During the draw phase, opponent activates preparations. Duel A using E-Telly, summoning Wagon. Wagon will add Jam Session. Activate the Jam. Ogre Dance effect, pitching itself. Add Zayamen. Summon Zayamen. Zayamen pay 600, add another Foxy Tune. Jam Session, draw a card. Foxy Tune, pitch itself. And the other card, which was... Did they pitch a Wagon from hand? No, it was Shirakusai from hand. No. Sent Madam Spider, summon Shirakusai. Shirakusai effect, fusing Zayamen with Wagon. Libromancer Punk. It might have legs. Libromancer's definitely good for getting out those level 8s you need. He has fused Zayamen and Wagon to make Rising Carp. Jam Session. Effect. Zayamen effect, targeting Shirakusai. Adds, gets to draw, which is Bestial Rebellion. Tribute Rising Carp for Zayamen and Deer Note. Zayamen and Deer Note sync together for Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler effect. Deer Note effect, targeting Rising Carp. Huh. Rising Carp is resummoned. Chaos Ruler looks at stuff. Got a couple hits. Adds Assault Synchron. Bestial Sarnier was sent away, so the sent away Bestial regained. Assault Synchron will summon itself, paying up a little bit. Syncs together with Chaos Ruler for Baron de Fleur. That gets around the token. Chaos Ruler will banish Light in the Dark, summon itself back. He has lethal on board. But he's not done yet. Shirakusai and Rising Carp will sync together. Make Amazing Dragon. Amazing Dragon effect. Target 3. Rising Carp effect, targeting the dragon. Bounces all the opponent's cards. Swing with the Amazing. Attack twice. Baron de Fleur for the third attack and game. Punk Pile beats Cash. I liked Libromancer when it came out. They were neat. Nice to give themselves a ritual fusion gate field spell. Activates Brand New Regain, summons Blazing Cartesia. Cartesia effect. Opponent activates Psyframe Gear Gamma. Gamma does get rid of Cartesia. Bestial Magnamut will banish Cartesia, summon itself. Magnamut effect. Brand New Regain effect, targeting Cartesia. Cartesia go back to the deck, draw 1, fusion deployment. Activates deployment. Summons another Cartesia. During the end phase, Magnamut will add Drua's Worm. Opponent summons Fenrir. It got gross. Fenrir add Fenrir. Use the effect of Ogre Dance. Pitching itself, add Zayamen. Summon Zayamen. Drua's Worm effect, targeting Ogre Dance. Maxi in response to Drua's Worm. Is summoned. Maxi does resolve. Fenrir effect, targeting Cartesia. Regained effect, targeting the Ogre Dance. Cartesia effect in response to that. Fusing herself away with the Drua's Worm. Making Granola the Dusk Dragon. Regained returns a card, draws a card. Drua's Worm effect, targeting Fenrir. Granola effect. Granola. Send away Brigrand. Drew a Swarm, send away Fenrir. Zalman, pay 600, add Deer Note effect. Reveal Ogre Dance. Summon Self, pitch Ogre Dance. Zalman and Deer Note sync together. Make Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler effect. Deer Note effect from the grave, targeting Zalman. Regained effect, targeting Druid's Worm. Deer Note, summon back Zalman. Chaos Ruler looks, spots Diviner, Fairy Tale Snow, Baldrake, Bestial Rebellion, and Max C. Adds Baldrake. The rest are sent away. Granola effect. Tags itself out for Despian Queritus. Chaos Ruler is tributed for Bestial Rebellion. Bestial Rebellion effect, setting their own Brander Regained. Use Tearlament Sharon. Jesus Christ, this is disgusting. Ash Blossom pitched in response to Sharon. Baldrake in response to Ash Blossom. Baldrake benefiting Cartesia. Ash Blossom will stop Sharon, thank God. Brander Regain effect, targeting Cartesia, return her, draw a card. Zalman and Baldrake sync together. Make Crocodric Arctheus. Arctheus, draw a card, use effect, pitching 2. Pop Magnamut. Chaos Ruler from the grave, banish a light and a dark. Which one was Shinobi Necro, the other Diviner of Herald, summon itself back. Shinobi Necro effect, summon itself. Shinobi Necro and the Bestial Rebellion will sync together. Make Baron de Fleur. I'm gonna throw up. Chaos Valkyria, banish Ogre Dance, summon self. Fairy Tale Snow. Banish 1 from the hand, 7 from the grave, summon self. Effect activates, targeting Queritus. Queritus activates to reduce stats to 0. Baron de Fleur will negate and destroy. Goodbye, Queritus. Snow whiffs. Queritus was destroyed. Summons Fallen of Albaz from the deck. Fallen of Albaz pitching Alibur. Fusing with Baron de Fleur. Make Mirror Jade. This match is nuts. Opponent links together 4 of their monsters for Topologic Zeraboros. Mirror Jade effect, sending away Albion. I think Duels B lost to time. Yep. There it goes. That was nutty. Now, Respawn, you're telling me you're cooking up with this Liberamancer Punk. Do you happen to have a replay for that? Gotcha. No, it is expensive. I think Punk's price in physical isn't the worst right now. All right, Liberancers haven't been given a selection pack yet. I'm pretty sure I trashed all of mine from when they first came out, too. We're going to chalk that one up as a whoops. No, the Punk package itself right now on physical, the most expensive thing is Jam Session? Yeah, looking at TCG Player right now, Jam Session is the most expensive thing that they have. No, Foxy Tune. But still, that's only $250. That's not bad. I think I can... There's a couple of your replays right here. I don't know which one is which, but they're all winners, which means they're all winners. We'll just watch all these. Now, well, we're going to chalk that one up as a whoops, and we're still going to watch this. And then we switch. Menariuka. Opponent activates Pot of Greed. Strong 2. Summons Mother Spider Splitter. Tributes it to summon the baby spiders. One baby spider will tribute itself, modulate levels, and the other two babies will turn into number 35, Ravenous Tarantula. Ravenous Tarantula will then turn to Pain Gainer. Pain Gainer will turn to number 77, the Seven Sins. Activates Giant Ballpark, sets Lair Wire, summons Infinite Antlion, equipping itself with Mother Spider Splitter. Your turn, activate Paw Desires, banish 10, draw 2. MST, popping the ballpark. Summon Beautiful Princess. Ah, sick. That's awesome. Summon Buzzsaw, they activate Lair Wire, banishing their monster, and popping the Buzzsaw. Ready Fusion. Summons Man-Eating Black Shark. Sets 2. In the end phase, Black Shark is popped. Turns Seven Sins to attack mode, swings with the Antlion, popping its equip card and your card. 77 will swing. Activate Ready Fusion, paying 1,000. Summon a rare fish. Abyss Shark effect. Minaruka's effect, chaining. Minaruka and Abyss Shark are summoned. Add a Buzzsaw. Rare Fish and Minaruka will overlay into number 4, Stealth Kragan. Summon Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw summon Lantern. Make Nash Knight using Abyss and Buzz. Nash Knight detaching Buzz, attaching another card from the deck to it, and attaching 7 Sins to itself. Nash Knight then going even further beyond into Chaos Xyz Nash Knight. Detaching a unit. Going even further beyond into number C103, Ragnafinity. Stealth Kragan effect, popping the Antlion. Move to battle, Ragnafinity, swing over the opponent's set Howling Insect. Howling Insect will summon another Howling Insect, which Kragan will swing over that one. That Howling Insect will summon a Resonance Insect. Sag. Opponent activates Pot of Avarice. Solemn Judgment, stopping the pot. Going down to 400. Second Pot of Avarice. 5 monsters go back, draw 2. Summon Dragon Bite, which was then popped by Kragan. Swings Resonance Insect into Kragan. Insect will then add Beargram. That has an animation. Summons Mother Spider Splitter for controlling no monsters. Summons Beargram by banishing 3 insects, which has an animation for some reason. Sends away Goki Pole. Goki Pole effect, add Resonance Insect. Beargram will wipe out all the other monsters. Kragan effect, summon Kragan Spawn. Attached with Rare Fish and Minaruka. Mother Spider Splitter will tribute itself. Summon 2 babies. The 2 baby spiders will then turn into number 14. Number 14, detach a unit. Turn into Frozen Lady Justice. Kragan Spawn, pop Frozen Lady. Draw a white mirror, activate the mirror. Targeting Buzzsaw, summon it back. Buzzsaw effect, summon another Lantern. Those 2 overlay into number 71, Rebarian Shark. Rebarian will target Stealth Kragan, summon it. Swap a unit to it. Kragan Spawn will pop Beargram. Move to attack mode. Swing with the Kragan Spawns. And the Kragan Mama. 300 to 400. Player activates Giant Ball Game. Ball Game will summon a baby spider. Kragan Spawn will pop it. Banishes 3 to summon back Beargram. Kragan Mama pop Beargram and deal damage. Fish beat bugs. I like that match. I know these three aren't you. It's not the name, so I'm going to assume this one's the alt. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Yep, I'm wrong. I wish I had a number pad on this keyboard. Make that easier for the future. We'll all find out together. Let's start with this one. Probably not going to go through all of these because this video is already going for over an hour. And I think it might be about time for me to find something to eat. But I guarantee I will watch. There's the Gearsu Orchestra. Summons Gearsu the Mech Knight. Maxi response. Maxi resolves. Gearsu send away Harp Horror. Gearsu effect summon tokens. World Legacy token will link away into Link Haribo. Link Haribo and Gearsu link together for Galatea. Harp Horror effect banish itself. Summon the Brass Bombardier. Galatea will return Harp Horror to the deck, set Orcus Crescendo. Danger Jackalope effect, Ash Blossom on it. That's a mistake. The dangers are not once per turns. Wasted that one. Link Haribo effect, tributing the Brass Bombardier, summon itself. Brass Bombad. Why I say Bombardier. Banish itself, summon Symbol Skeleton. Galatea turn to Ding Gearsu, Evening Star. Ding Gearsu effect, attaching the Brass to itself. Jackalope effect again. It is discarded though, which will summon Tsuchinoko from the deck. Tsuchinoko and Symbol Skeleton will link together. Make Cherubini. Cherubini effect, send away the Scales. Yep, Torn Scales. Link together 3 monsters to make Brigadine. Sorry, Rusty Bardiche, not Brigadine. I always get these Fan Knight effects mixed up. Send away Silent Boots using Bardiche effect to set Fogblade. Silent Boots will banish itself. Add Fogblade. Torn Scales will summon itself because a Phantom Net was banished. Pitching the Gearsu Nightmare. Send away Ancient Cloak. Ancient Cloak will banish itself. Add Silent Boots. Orcus Nightmare. Banish itself. Send away World Wand from the deck. World Wand will banish itself from the graveyard. Summon the Nightmare. Special out Silent Boots. Link together 3 for Long Gearsu. The Orchestrator. Set another Fogblade and pass. Opponent has 18 cards in hand. Summons Junk Synchron, targeting Max C. Fogblade in response to the Junk. Max C in response. Summons Caligo Clawcrow, which will sync together with Junk Synchron to make Junk Speeder. Speeder effect. Orcus Crescendo to negate. Goodbye, Speeder. Activates Lightning Vortex. Ding Gearsu will respond by saying no. Activates Living Fossil, summoning Junk Synchron. Doppel Warrior will summon itself because the monster came back from the grave. Sync together with Junk Synchron. Make another Junk Speeder. Doppel Warrior effect, summon some tokens. Jet Synchron. Pitching Omni Dragon Brotor, summon itself back from the graveyard. Doppel Warrior effect again. Jet Synchron and a Doppel token will sync together. Make Celestial Double Star Shaman. Double Star Shaman effect. Fogblade say no. Stardust Synchron. Tribute the token. Summon itself. Add Arrive in Light. Activate Arrive in Light. Placing Converging Will's Dragon on top of the deck. Sync together Stardust with a Doppel token to make Garden Rose Maiden. Raven Light draws a card. Converging Wills will summon itself. 3 Synchro monsters, one being Synchro sync together to make Cosmic Blazar. Raven Light effect, summon Junk Synchron and Boost Warrior. Those two will then sync together. Make Armory Arm. Armory Arm effect, attaching itself to Blazar. Blazar swing at Dingirsu. Dingirsu not dead by detaching a unit. Junk Converter, pitch itself and another card to add a Junk Synchron to hand. Activate Black Garden. Fogblade during the end phase will banish itself, summon Silent Boots. Black Garden gives themselves a token. Pass. Long Girsu and Ding Girsu will link Girsu together to make access code. Garden effect. Access code targeting Long Girsu. Gain 3,000. Get halved. Compulsory evac. Bouncing access code. Summon Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight effect. Max C in response. Send away Harp Horror. Gets a Rose token. Harp Horror banish self. Summon Girsu. Girsu effect. Send away the Nightmare. Nessie effect. Nessie has to hit itself. Nessie was discarded. Add Danger Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko effect. Has to hit itself. Tsuchinoko will summon itself. Garden effect. Tsuchinoko and Silent Boots will overlay for Break Sword. Blazar effect. Banish itself. Negate Break Sword summon. Symbol Skeleton will banish itself. Summon back Ding Girsu. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players aren't known for their great threat assessment. Girsu's on summon effect, chained off of the garden. Bardiche will chain off to that. Fogblade will banish itself. Summon Silent Boots. Bardiche gets rid of Raven Light. Girsu gets rid of the garden. Garden no longer on board to resolve. Girsu Mech Knight and Armageddon Knight turn into Raiders Knight. I see where this is going. And I love it. Raiders Knight detach units. Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Arc Rebellion, detach unit. Gain the attack of all your monsters. Swing at a Rose token. 10,300 damage per game. I played 3 max Cs and lost. Shameful. That was a good win. There's some Dark World. Danger Dark World. Running Lucent too. Genta effect. Discard self. Add the gates. Activate the gates. Gates will banish Genta. Pitch Lucent. Add Danger Chupacabra. Lucent was discarded. Genta was banished. Their effects will resolve. Genta is summoned. Lucent is summoned. Activate card destruction. Pitching 3. Opponent pitches everything. Nessie was discarded. Chupacabra was discarded. Chupacabra target Thunderbird. Thunderbird has no target for its effects. That won't even show up. Thunderbird is summoned by Chupa. Nessie will add Bigfoot. Bigfoot effect does hit itself. Thunderbird effect, hitting Jackalope. Thunderbird is summoned. Gets to get Ceruli. Jackalope will summon back Bigfoot. That all worked out in the end. Opponent activates Nibiru. Sad. Huge token. Set Dark World Ascension. Pass. Opponent activates Galaxy Soldier. Pitching Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier will add Galaxy Eyes Photon. Summons Cloud Dragon. All right, we need to address... We have to remember, we can't ignore Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. This little guy's adorable. Moving on. Cloud Dragon contributed to summon Afterglow. Nibiru and Galaxy Soldier attributed to summon Galaxy Eyes. Afterglow in hand, summon itself. Turns into number 62. I have paused. What have I paused for? Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Prime Photon won't get bigger than Token. Detach the unit. Galaxy Eyes will... No, he will get bigger. I think barely, though. No, I was wrong. He does not get bigger. He mathed wrong. I ran Galaxy Eyes for a while. Does not work against a rock that big. Beginning of the end, even. Greedy. Opponent activates Runic Fountain. Activates Runic Dispelling. Summoning Hugin. Hugin effect. Pitching a card. Which was that Widow Anchor? Disgusting. Runic Fountain, return 1, draw 1. Hugin will add Runic Fountain. Summon Cyber Valley. Cyber Valley tribute itself and Hugin. Draw 2. Activate a new Runic Fountain. Activate Runic Dispelling. Sorry, not Runic Dispelling. Golden Droplet. Then Runic Slumber. Summoning Moonin. Runic Fountain, not a hard once per turn. Moonin effect. Pitching the card. Adding Runic Allure. Fountain. Put back 2. Draw 2. Activate Allure. Set 1. Moonin heal them during the end phase. And pass. Set 1, activate card destruction. Opponent activates hand destruction. Send away 2, draw 2. That just gives you more gas. Snow's effect. Runic Allure. Mothman effect. Chupacabra effect, targeting Bigfoot. Bigfoot summoned. Mothman, draw a card, discard. Snow's effect, get Grapha. Tsuchinoko effect. Runic Dispelling effect. There it goes. Tsuchinoko is summoned. Snow's effect, because Dark Worlds aren't once per turns. Runic Fountain, targeting cards in the graveyard. Put them back, draw some more. Snow, add Dark World Ascension. Activate Dark World Archives. Droplet Chain. Get Pot of Avarice, that's helpful. Activate Beginning of the End. Banish a bunch, draw a bunch. Activate Dark World Ascension. Fusing Grapha with Grapha. Yeah, I played Exosister in the Light and Dark event. To be fair, I was playing Exosister before it was cool. So, I'm allowed. Dark World Archives, chaining off of Grapha Runic Fountain. Archives pitching Bigfoot. Allure, banish some more. Grapha pop Fountain. Bigfoot, pop Moonin. Pot of Avarice. Return cards, draw cards. Activate Bigfoot. Pitching Thunderbird. That's awesome. Bigfoot is summoned. Get a card. Swing with the big feet. Swing with the Tsuchinoko Reel. Dragon Overlord. And Biggest Foot. And that's game. I might come back to these and watch them in... Actually, I should just go through a bunch of my people I'm following and look at their games for watch and learn sometime. Good plan, me. But it has been longer than I normally go, which we'll blame that on it being Labor Day. And I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to go eat. And I hope that you all have enjoyed watching this week's installment of Watch and Learn. If you caught the stream, like Respawn did, thanks for watching. Catching the replay, thanks for that too. Goodbye.